Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Oh man, do we have a wild ride to talk about today? Something massive just went down and it's got people buzzing all over the place. Elon Musk, that Elon Musk, the guy behind Tesla, SpaceX and all those futuristic vibes, is stepping down from his big government gig. Can you believe it? For a hot minute there, he was leading this special task force inside the US government called the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, because of course Elon would name it something quirky like that. And his whole mission was to shake things up, streamline how the government runs, and slash a ton of spending. Now that he's walking away, folks like you and me are left scratching our heads wondering, okay, what does this mean for us? Especially when it comes to stuff we rely on, like Social Security, which, let's be real, is a lifeline for so many retirees out there. So today, we're diving deep into this whole saga, what Elon's team did, how it's rocked the boat for Social Security, and what it might mean for your retirement plans or your grandma's monthly check. I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Drop a comment below with your city or state, and feel free to toss in any questions you've got. Oh, and if you're into staying clued in on big changes like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. Let's get into it. All right, let's rewind a bit and set the scene. Earlier this year, President Trump tapped Elon Musk to head up this DOGE thing. It wasn't your typical stuffy government agency with endless paperwork and coffee-stained ties. No, this was like a tech startup plopped right into Washington, packed with engineers, business hotshots, and Silicon Valley types who think outside the box. Their goal? Cut $1 trillion from the federal budget. Yep, $1 trillion with a T. And they didn't waste any time. Contracts got axed, government jobs vanished overnight, programs were shut down faster than you can say budget cuts, and they even started selling off random government stuff, like imagine an online auction for old office furniture or a fleet of dusty vans. One thing that turned heads was this $830 million online survey the Parks Department was funding. Elon's team flagged it as a total waste of cash and killed it dead. I mean, $830 million for a survey? What were they even asking? How many squirrels people see in Yellowstone? It's the kind of headline that makes you go, yeah, cut that. But here's where it gets messy. Some of those cuts hit way closer to home, especially for Social Security, and that's what's got retirees and regular folks like us paying attention. So during his short stint, think of it like a whirlwind cameo, Elon claimed his crew saved the government $130 billion. That's a jaw-dropping number, right? On paper, it sounds like a win. Trimming fat, making things leaner, all that good stuff. But when you zoom in, those savings came with some serious ripple effects, especially for the Social Security Administration. DOGE went hard after what they called waste and fraud in the system. Think benefits going to people who'd passed away, duplicate payments slipping through the cracks, or money just vanishing into thin air. They painted this picture of a bloated, broken agency leaking billions. And it's the kind of story that gets people fired up, like, why are my tax dollars paying ghosts? But here's the twist. The SSA's own Inspector General dug into this, and their data tells a different tale. Less than 1% of payments were actually improper, way less than billions. And most of those were just overpayments to living people, often because of glitches, delays, or someone forgetting to update a form. Not exactly the fraud fest DOGE hyped up. Still, that didn't stop them from swinging the axe, and that's when things started hitting fans across the country. Imagine you're a retiree. Maybe you spent 30 years teaching kids or fixing power lines, and you're counting on Social Security to keep the lights on. During DOGE's overhaul, they slashed staff like it was a Black Friday sale. Thousands of government workers got pink slips, and Social Security offices turned into chaos central. Phones ringing off the hook with no one to answer, lines out the door, and the SSA website. It crashed multiple times in a matter of weeks. Think of it like trying to buy concert tickets on a buggy site, except it's your retirement money on the line. People couldn't apply for benefits, couldn't get questions answered, couldn't even fix a typo in their records without waiting forever. I heard about one guy in Ohio who waited 3 months just to update his address. 3 months. It's already stressful dealing with Social Security on a good day, but this was next level frustration. And now with Elon stepping down, some folks are popping champagne thinking, great, maybe things will chill out. But others, especially retirees, are like, hold up, what if the mess is permanent? Here's where it gets real for you and me. When Elon's team started poking around Social Security, they didn't just cut staff, they went after the systems too. They wanted to modernize stuff, which, okay, sounds cool, like digitizing retirement records that are literally stored in a cave in Pennsylvania. A cave? That's wild. Imagine stacks of dusty files in some underground bunker like it's Indiana Jones. And yeah, updating that could save time and money down the road. But they moved so fast, too fast, that the tech couldn't keep up. Databases glitched, payments got delayed, and some folks even got letters saying their benefits were under review with no explanation. Then there's the privacy angle. Court stepped in and blocked DOGE from digging through Social Security data, saying they were snooping on personal info without proper oversight. That's a big deal if you're one of the millions relying on those checks to eat or pay rent. Judges also ordered a bunch of fired workers reinstated. So it's like this whole experiment left a tornado trail behind it. Now, Elon's out the door, and the big question is, what's next? He says he's confident most of his reforms will stick, like that $130 billion in savings, but that depends on a lot. Who's taking over DOGE? Will Congress push back? Will retirees and regular folks like us demand things get fixed? Some cuts might stay, like that Park survey nonsense, but the Social Security chaos, that's got people nervous. Lawsuits are already piling up, and there's talk of restoring some programs, but no one's got a crystal ball here. For retirees, this is personal. If you're on Social Security right now, or hoping to be someday, this is your wake-up call. Check your records on ssa.gov. Make sure everything's up to date. Your address, your earnings history, all of it. If you've hit delays lately or can't get through to anyone, you're not alone. It's been a mess coast to coast. The hope is that with Elon gone, service might bounce back, but don't hold your breath just yet. Let's zoom out for a sec, because this isn't just about Social Security, it's about trust. We all want a government that runs smooth, doesn't waste cash, and delivers when we need it. Elon's vision was bold. Run it like a business, cut the fluff, bring in tech smarts, and sure, who doesn't hate hearing about tax dollars down the drain? But when the cuts make it harder for someone's grandpa to get his check or a disabled vet to get answers, that's not efficiency. That's a different kind of broken. Think about your own life. Maybe you've got a parent on Social Security, or you're planning your own retirement. If the system feels shaky, it's tough to trust that it'll be there when you need it. And it's not just Social Security. DOGE was eyeballing Veterans Affairs, Medicare, even housing assistance. If you or someone you know uses those, keep an ear out. Longer wait times or eligibility tweaks could be coming your way too. So what can you do? First off, don't panic. This is a storm, not a shipwreck. If you're on Social Security, double check your payments, call if something's off, even if it takes 20 tries to get through. If you're not there yet, this is your nudge to diversify. Social Security is huge for most retirees, about $1,900 a month on average, but it's not bulletproof. Stash some savings, look at a 401k or IRA, build a cushion so you're not sweating government shakeups. And keep an eye on the news. Whoever steps into Elon's shoes could steer this in a whole new direction. Maybe they'll fix the glitches. Maybe they'll double down. Either way, staying informed keeps you ahead of the curve. All right, we've covered a ton. Elon's exit, the $130 billion claim, the Social Security roller coaster, and what it all means for us regular folks. It's a lot to chew on, right? I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Drop your city or state in the comments below and toss in any questions you've got swirling around. Have you noticed Social Security hiccups lately? Do you think the government should run like a tech company, or does that miss the human side of things? Let's chat about it. I'm all ears. And if this deep dive helped you make sense of the chaos or just got you thinking, please hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. It's the best way to stay locked in for more updates like this, and I'd love to have you back. Thanks for hanging out through this epic rundown. Stay sharp, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.